Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? I am I'm just coming on real quick. I know it's late, but I'm gonna just say this. Um I'm gonna say this and then I'm going to bed. I wasn't even supposed to be doing this right now, but how do I say this? We all know about what's going on. I'm gonna give my little 3 cents. I'm going to bed, and whatever happened after this, this is it. But mm. Okay, let me start by saying it this way. I'm a start with a scripture just because this is scripture based, right? So we had a Patreon preview, and I'm not even about to be here long. I promise you, I ain't even about to be here long. I just need a few minutes. But this was, I was quiet at the end of the Patreon because my brain was going, and I just put this down so I can just say it. So this ain't even about to be long. You all that's gonna see the replay, I promise you, if you comment, I will answer. So I'm really about to just read something that I wrote down. So, you know, this is gonna be one of them. Like, for real. Um, okay, so I'm gonna start with this scripture. The Bible tells us those who to mark those who cause division among us. That scripture wasn't written. It wasn't written. It was not written to fuel gospel. It wasn't written to give permission for secret recordings. And it certainly wasn't written to turn ministry moments into content. So the question becomes, is what we're seeing actually biblical? Because now we're in the season where we have to be honest. We have pastors recording pastors, private conversations being handed off, and we have leadership conflict being discussed publicly before it's ever handled properly. And I have to ask, at what point did ministry drift from integrity to influence? I'm gonna say this so it ain't misunderstood, because y'all know y'all got this thing going on about the Orlando people, and this ain't that. This ain't about protecting wrongdoing. This is not about um, silencing victims, and it ain't about excusing harm. None of that. Accountability is necessary. Justice matters, but accountability without integrity, but without integrity isn't biblical, but it's reckless. And integrity isn't optional in leadership, it's integral. There's like it, no in betweens. There's a biblical order for conflict. There's leadership, oversight, and accountability. Integrity says you don't bypass process for exposure. You don't weaponize access. You don't turn correction into content, because once ministry becomes performance, folks lose their trust and confusion takes over. The ripple effect, when leaders abandon integrity, it doesn't just affect the pulpit, it affects the people who are already struggling to believe, the ones that's already going through stuff, the ones that already have a problem with leadership, the ones that already had church hurt, the ones who've already had trauma, the ones watching leadership to see if this faith is actually safe. Ethics in ministry aren't optional. Say this again. Ethics in ministry aren't optional. They're integral to spiritual growth. So I said all that to say this. The scripture already warns us about division. It already warned us. So then we also have to examine whether our methods are causing the division we claim to oppose. So I'm going to say this again. Is this biblical? Is integrity still integral in church leadership? Where do we trust? Like they say, where do we go from here? And where should ethnical boundaries live? In private discipline or on these public platforms? That's all I got. Y'all have a good day. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. I'm out. Hit that like button on your way out. Bye bye.